them Lou Elizondo got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with the flash drive. File so big they make your past die. Jack Barron with the deep dive. Reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need time alone with my own thoughts. Star maps in my mind with a false lock. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by blackouts and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings they entrusted me. Looking down my declassified feeds like no one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking and I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, that the truth is ours. Powers, cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic thousands and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now I'm fat man, check the transmission. And at the end of the day, I'm exposing this. You know damn well y'all feeling this. I don't need your clearance, I got my own dish. I don't power trip, I know what's in that ship. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching life move, now I'm diving. Where the grains at? Where they hide it? I got the dots to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. I'm letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth on my chest. Truth on my chest. You got the power to let the secrets go.
Something mean to it. Dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen. Do it free from the skeptics. Yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking and I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping and I'm tripping off the towers. UAPs in the sky, they ain't ours. And the truth frozen, and the secrets open, deep state moves in the shadows, yeah, we rolling. What, everybody, we rolling with some blazing in the dark and some toxic code. In this black budget world, we the ones chosen. So tonight, cruel lies, truth is exposing. Huh? Truth is exposing. This is way too real, I need a moment. The truth is out, as they say. Grace above, secret staying hidden, man. SNL in the newscast, tell them Lou Elizondo got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with flash drive. File so big they make your past die. Jack Barron with the deep dive. Reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need time alone with my own thoughts. Star maps in my mind with a false lock. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by blackouts and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings they entrusted me. Looking down at my declassified feeds like no one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking and I just count the disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, that the truth is ours. Powers, cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic thousands and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now I'm fat man, check the transmission. And at the end of the day, I'm exposing this. You know damn well y'all feeling this. I don't need your clearance, I got my own dish. I don't power trip, I know what's in that ship. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching life move, now I'm diving. Where the grains at? Where they hide it? I got the dots to make your life
Jumping out the program, truth off my chest. Use the power and let the secrets go.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it, dropping truth bombs no one's ever seen do it. Screams from the skeptics, yeah, I bring truth to it. I guess every whistleblower needs theme music. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the towers. UAPs in the sky, they ain't ours. The system's broken, the truth's frozen, the secret's open, deep state moves in the shadows, yeah, we rollin'. What, everybody, we rollin' with some grays in the dark and some dots decoded. In this black budget world, we the ones chosen. So good night, cruel lies, truth is exposing. Huh? Truth is exposing. This is way too real, I need a moment. No one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the data showers. Till then, fuck that, the truth is out. And they say, 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 and they say.
Grace above, secrets staying hidden, man. SNL and the newscast, tell them Lou Elizondo got the last laugh. More specifically, Greer with the flash drive. File so big they make your past die. Jack Barron with the deep dive, reverse engineering craft with a keen eye. I'm embodying characteristics of the mystic. He knows he's so veridic. I just need time alone with my own thoughts. Star maps in my mind, but the vault's locked. My childlike wonder, my cosmic honesty gets drowned out by black ops and policy. Reality is catching up with me. My mind fights the veil of secrecy. With these briefings they entrusted me, looking down at my declassified piece like no one man should hide all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count disclosure hours. Stop tripping, I'm flipping off the cowards. Till then, fuck that, the truth is ours. Colin Powell's cosmic prowlers, lost in majestic files and CIA towers. They said we were the abomination of science fiction, but now it's fact, man, check the transmission. At the end of the day, I'm exposing this You know damn well y'all feeling this I don't need your clearance, I got my own dish. I don't power trip, I know what's in that ship. How's the truth doing? It's surviving. I was watching lights move, now I'm diving. Where the grays at, huh? Where they hiding? I got the dots to make your life so enlightening. Now this could be a beautiful death. I'm jumping through dimensions, letting go of the rest. I'm letting go of the rest. This could be a beautiful death. Jumping out the program, truth off my chest. Truth off my chest. You got the power to let the secrets go. What you know about rolling with the grays in the night? Stephen Greer dropping truth, exposing every light. Bob Lazar in the game, know what the craft can do. Anna Paulina in the house, grilling every crew. Eric Davis on the mic, talking for aliens ease. When the whistleblowers speak, governments fall to their knees. Titans in the sky, better take another look. I feel like I'm floating in the cosmic truth. Hey, UFO news dropping now. Welcome to the proof.
The data Eric Ferguson. The data confirms their presence.
I hope everyone's doing good today. We are getting this segment together. right now. I see you guys over in TikTok are hanging out. I appreciate the wait here as I set up some parts of the channel to make sure everything is right. We do have a full show here today. Talking about what is displayed, some information, right? And it's going to be an interesting day here, as far as the amount of information that's going to be displayed and discussed. I hope you guys enjoy the live and see where we go from here. Still doing a little final touches on what I need to close and open so we can get TikTok up operational, because they're very sensitive Nancy's over there, right? So we just got to make sure that we follow the protocol in which they give us, so we're not basically stepping on anyone's toes. You know what I'm saying, guys? Because I know the rest of you guys can handle the information. So that being said, let's get this party on a roll here. Let's get Orion online and see what's going on in global news. And so if you guys don't know, this is UFO Exo Files. We do updates, daily updates in current UFO community, and check out blogs and information across the web through Reddit forums and X forums. And sometimes we go to Telegram to see what Brazil and China is doing with their information. So that being said, let's
Hey there, Knight.
Hey there, Ryan. Can I get information on the global news and some weird news? No local, please.
Absolutely. Let's dive into some of the latest global headlines first. Right now, there's quite a bit going on worldwide. For example, there have been major wildfires in Europe that have forced more than 140,000 evacuations in France and Spain. In political news, the ICC's top prosecutor has been renewed over misconduct allegations, and tensions between the US and Iran are escalating with discussions around PNTRO strikes. As for the weird news corner, there's always something quirky happening around the globe. Just recently, an 82-year-old widow survived being stuck in her bathtub for 9 days. Thankfully, she's okay. We've also got stories of a giraffe that went missing from its enclosure in Texas and found its way home, and some rather odd gender reveal parties involving dyed birds in Arizona. So there's no shortage of unusual happenings in the world.
Most definitely. That is kind of odd, to dye birds. I think we discussed that yesterday. Pretty cool stuff.
For sure, it is pretty odd. And actually, we did talk a bit about unusual animal stories yesterday, including that trend with dyed birds. It's definitely one of those quirky things that makes the world a little more colorful, sometimes literally.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's get into the Reddit forums and see what we can see there, and get the ball rolling on that. I do got some imaging here that I need to take care of, but let's see here, because I did just recently go through it quite a bit, and so I go to UFO Exo Files before we publish it. We do got an odd image here. The statement is no one, probably nothing, right? If you see this image here, it looks very strange. It's like a snake in the sky almost. But you know, it's a still image, right? It definitely looks really complexing, very strange. I wonder what's going on. Like, is my back just too illuminate? Yeah. Have this on. Technical difficulties. So yeah, that's definitely complex, right? It definitely looks weird. I don't know if this is part of a show segment, right? This object appears a video framing during a 1984 Dale Garden Eve STS-51A. Images AI enhanced, original no enhancement. John Stoll, currently supervisor for NASA JSC Multimedia Communication, NASA Roth Development. So, good evening. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Let's see here. Did you update your image there? I'm looking at it right now. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Like the seeing eye. That's cool. That's cool. So, yeah, that image is definitely strange, guys. Definitely strange. If it's AI enhanced, that does explain. Yeah, this thing is super annoying, dude. I'm like completely going here. I might have to like find new lighting or something. The other thing behind me is turned off. Maybe it was with the blues. Oh well, let's keep it moving, right? So this one was recently posted on my Reddit forum here. Let's go back. Approve it. Now, this other one here, this was another one, Junca the Alien. This is one of the Brazilian posts. It definitely has a weird segment to it. They're looking at a alien that's in the wilderness, right? It looks like it does appear like an abandoned building, right? The imaging is very... Can't really make out the imaging, right? Very staticky. They're talking Brazilian, Portuguese. So it definitely doesn't come across with a lot of information. They do have a part there where they translate all the comments are saying. Quite a bit of cussing and stuff like that. Not so far, but later on you get to see they're still traveling down this hallway, right? Now, what it does appear to see on the corner is a classical gray alien at one point. Now, the image is very poor quality and has been floating around for quite a bit. Initially, when I seen this, I only seen the part where they focus in on the alien. And yeah, that's definitely can stay away that. See if it appears. It looks like they are catching something in the distance that's hunched over, right? It does appear strange. We are seeing something here, but like I said, there's a lot of noise. It's an old footage. It's hunched over, whatever it is, right? And now, it looks like it finally looked up at the camera. Now, what it does appear like a low CGI alien. That's what it appears like to me, guys, to be honest with you, right? A low resolution, back in the day, CGI image. I think the best thing they could have done was not show the body, because that thing looks like a video game. Straight up like a video game. Yeah, it's so bad. And to get close to something like that is unusual, right? Of course, they're running now, as they're being like right up on the creature's face. That makes no sense, right? Thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate it. Channel 66 produced. Yeah, most definitely. Very bad CGI. Now this image, this was taken in July 22nd, 2026, around 20:30 p.m. off the coast of California in Redondo Beach. One bright light appeared shortly after another would join, and the third as well came in after the second arrived. The light organized into a triangle, then rotated and stopped. One by one, reached light left separately and turned red. That's interesting, right? What's going on here? What's going on, Alan? How you doing today? Bobby Parrott, how you doing today? That's real footage? No, that I don't think that was real footage. The one with the gray alien, it looked like a old CGI rendition of the gray alien. It was really bad. 5904, that was real footage. I was there. I bet you were, brother. 1961, how you doing today? David Wilson, I appreciate you dropping by the live. I hope you guys are doing good. Let's see here. Who's Kathy? Thank you for dropping by. Mary, 1988. Amy, Rebecca, 1853. LJM. I hope you're doing good today. Now this, they don't have any imaging here on this image, right? I mean, no video on this segment, right? Now, if you remember the UFO reports with the fourth drop. They had where they has these kind of lining, right, and along that they did had red dots going across the image too, right? Like it would change from one color to the next. So that was a thing, right? Oh, what's going on, Jenny? How you doing today? How are you doing today? Let me see where I can find you here. Boom.
All right, let's do this. Captain Jenny taking command.
Captain Jenny taking command. Oh, you got the emojis going? I see you. See with the emojis. Oh, yeah. Alright, so now people have been commenting to Jeremy Carvel since June when he said, hey, if US doesn't drop any really substantial UFO drops, I'm gonna let them out. I'm gonna let out the information.
Thank you for your heart.
I'm gonna let out the information. I'm gonna let that out. I'm gonna let that information out. So he finally responds here, right? To date, Carl, I have released everything we have vetted and verified to our satisfaction. If you want more or better, go get it, Tiger. That's his response. After weeks and weeks of people commenting, and suggesting, hey, you said you're gonna let out some real wild stuff, man. Real wild stuff. And then that's the end conclusion to that threat to the White House, that he was gonna drop some wild stuff, right? Some substantial crazy phenomenon right on the doorsteps of the White House. That's our conclusion. Now, what's going on, Raccoon? How you doing today? It's like he's like, wow, that was a. I bet you he was pushing for his movie to get more views or something. I mean, after that, you would think he had more stuff. Alan, if I take 1 hour to cook a batch of cookies, and the Cookie Monster has 15 ovens working 24 hours a day, every day for 5 years, how long does it take Cookie Monster to make 6 million cookies? Bro, Alan, I don't know what you need to know about those cookies. I don't know what you're talking about. It's like, what? Okay. So this one was in Mexico, right? This one, a family in Mexico recorded a strange creature watching them through a hole in their wall. First of all, I will patch the shit out that hole. I will cover the crap out of that freaking hole. I'm not gonna wait. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. He's putting the light at his eye. Look at this, guys. Look at this. So you guys see here what this is going on. Tell me you just sit there and watch this creature, this thing, whatever it is. It looks like a horse is a horse. It looks like a horse. The raccoon says because it keeps eating them. Alright? I don't know, man. Patch that hole up. Whatever the hell that thing is, they need to stop watching in the. Can you imagine there you're eating your whatever, you're eating your cereal or whatever, you look up and there's a thing right there. It does look like a horse's eye. Let's see a horse's eye. What is it? Horse eye. It does give the appearance of a horse eye. Let's do that. It has the light on it. Okay, maybe not so much of a horse eye. They do come in different colors, right? Oh, that's a wild color. That's a wild color, right? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to scale this up. If you guys are, yeah, I don't know what's going on with this stupid camera. I think it's time to get a new camera or something, guys. Let's crop this in as much as we possibly can, so you guys got a good visual of this eyeball. Does that look like a horse's eye? I don't know, this is me speculating. But it is looking, whatever it is, it does look like an animal. It's a gona. It's not a gona? A chupacabra? I agree, it does look like a mule or a donkey or a horse's eye. Even. Yeah, it definitely spot on. Like, his fucking donkey's like, bro, you got me behind this wall. I bet you just over the wall is where they hold all their animals. You know? Like, that's his spot, man. You messing with him, bro. No, Gona. Big lizard? Yo, that's a huge ass lizard, bro. A huge lizard. That definitely looks strange, guys. If you guys are chasing the image or the video, context is going to be on UFO Exo Files lore /URD. I'm going to approve that image, that video. Definitely pretty trippy. It's definitely pretty trippy. If anything. If anything. Could be a camel. I guess so. I mean, it's in Mexico. I guess they have camels there. Could be it does look like an animal. Yeah, it blinks. It blinks. Blinks quite a bit. He's looking, he blinks right there. He's looking. Looking. Yeah. So he does blink. Thinking it's like, bro, what are you guys doing, man? You know who I am. Don't act like you don't know who I am. Right? That's how the goat's like sitting there, or the camel Camel, you know who the hell I am. Don't play games with me. It's odd, but I don't think it's an alien. I 100% agree. As I definitely don't think it's an alien. It's these clowns over here messing with their farm animal. That's what they're doing. They're messing with their farm animal. I just got this one posted because it does look pretty cool. It's this image was taken on board NASA Mars rover. It's very unstable internet. Oh, I don't know why I did that. My internet's solid. I don't get that, dude. Like, I'm on a fucking Ethernet. Like, I have a direct line of Ethernet. I even dropped the quality on the TikTok. TikTok playing games with me, bro. Playing games with me. So, it's the government. The government got me. Alright, so I just posted this one because it looks really amazing. That's basically it. The quality is pretty wild, right? It looks like one of our deserts, to be honest with you, right? Nice black and white photo off Greenland. Yeah, it does. It does look like it's our landscape, to be honest with you. I mean, we do have it. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me at the least. Oh no, that's not from NASA. That's from Greenland or something. I mean, it looks really beautiful. You know, at this point, it's like start uploading Mars pictures. I think the only requirement to have Mars pictures is to take out the color. So just take pictures of grass and remove the color and say it's Mars pictures. I think that's where we are right now. It does look pretty wild, man, if this is actual real image. Speaking about that, it is an actual real image. Because if you go to the original post and then you go into, let's see here, you go here and then you go down, you get a hyperlink to nasa.gov Mars, and you can actually download it to a high res and open it up. You see how good the internet is, dude? I uploaded in like a split second, dude. So it's beyond me why now suddenly the stupid thing decided to move on me. Like this image like hit behind the camera, behind my thing. But yeah, you can see it's pretty remarkable high resolution, right? I mean, you don't get no more in depth with this. I mean, this is a high res that I downloaded in a split second. So my internet's not bugging at all, dude. You know, and the level of detail, you can definitely look at this image for an extended period of time and find one of Greenland's lizards in here. I don't know if Greenland has lizards. I have no idea, dude. Joke aside, erosion pattern doesn't look earthly. Fair enough. I'm not an expert. Did they drop the UFO files today or next Friday? It's next Friday, 31st. That's what everyone is stating. Next Friday. I think I see someone here. Yes, you guys see that? It's rocks. This is rocks. That's all I see here, man. But I mean, the quality is amazing. Quality is amazing. It's just too bad we don't see anything remarkable. That's why I figured I'd look at it. You know, it definitely pretty interesting. The Master Cam SOL3311, if that means anybody, is Curiosity's raw image. That's all it is. Curiosity's raw image. Gives you guys heads up. I should definitely get a gamer laptop so when I'm on the road I can still live stream like I do here, right? Someone circled. That's it right there. All right, okay. All right. So it's one of those perspectives, dude. These images are pretty remarkable. Now, this one I wanted to do at the beginning, right? Let me approve this image. And then go directly to it. Now, if you guys notice, this is in Portuguese. Okay? So, currently right now it's in Portuguese. I'm going to translate it, but I have to get to the original file to get it translated, right? This comes from UFOlogia. It's a Brazilian UFO network. They come out with quite a bit of information, and yeah, dude, I'm like fuck persevering here, man. My thing is like all types of being stupid. Yeah, it's pissing me off. I'm doing this. It's like I'm disappearing. Half my face is gone. All right, so let's translate this. My account of a sighting of a triangle UFO on Rhodia Road in interior of Sao Paulo. This is in Brazil, I believe. Caminhos. I don't know where the fuck this is, dude. July 18th, 2025. Weather conditions clear. Star skies. Low temperature. Typical of July 18th, 2025. My life and Daisy as well changed profoundly. Definitely. Alright, they got a whole bunch of shit here. Let's just do this. Let's just get AI to this. Summarize all this for us, you know what I'm saying? Just keep it rolling as clean as we can here. Let's do this for our, where is that guy? There you go. All right. While that is going and he's figuring out his life, the AI system. So I'm going to go improve this one here. Oh, yeah, I already did that. Go back one more time.
Hello, Knight.
Yeah, tell me about that story that I sent you the link to. The copy and paste.
Absolutely. Let's dive into it. So the story you shared is a detailed account of a remarkable sighting that took place on the night of July the 18th, 2025 in Campinas, Brazil. It involves two witnesses, Pedro and Daisy, who encountered an unidentified triangular aircraft on Rhodia Road. What's interesting is that the craft's movements, lighting, and overall behavior didn't align with any conventional aircraft. It descended silently and hovered at a very low altitude, which clearly left a lasting impression on both of them. In short, that night was a turning point for Pedro and Daisy, challenging what they understood about reality. It's a fascinating encounter.
Yeah, go on to elaborate more about this encounter. Was anybody sick after this encounter? Did they receive nightmares after this encounter? Do they have interviews about this encounter?
That's a great follow-up question. Let's dive into that a bit. So we know that the encounter itself was intense and definitely left a deep impression on both Pedro and Daisy. But as for the after effects like illness or nightmares, that's not something that's specifically mentioned. It's quite common in these high-intensity sightings for people to feel a rage of emotions afterward, sometimes even lingering anxiety or vivid dreams. And about interviews, well, if this were a real-world scenario, it's highly likely that Pedro and Daisy would have been approached by local ufology groups or even journalists interested in documenting their experience. But from the details you shared, it seems like the focus has been more on the personal impact this encounter had on the two of them, how it reshaped their understanding of reality. So in short, there's no mention of anyone getting sick or having nightmare, but it's certainly a possibility given how intense the experience was.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I think at the end of the day, when the encounter like this is not unheard of, that the eyewitnesses that I experienced this first time don't talk about it. Not even to the individuals that they were next to, right? Like for people like you and I that are here, we probably after a situation like this would probably talk about it right away, right? Because there's going to be a mixture of excitement, finally it's about damn time, and a lot of those proceeds. Master Machine says F-117 fighter, most definitely not. Ask ID their airport close to that area. Hey, Orion, airport near that area.
Absolutely. I get what you're saying. When it comes to encounters like these, it's really common for people to be a bit hesitant to share them, even with those who are right there with them. It's like there's this initial shock and sense of disbelief that makes you hold back, while other people, like you and I, might just dive right into talking about it out of pure excitement and that feeling of finally seeing something extraordinary. And you're spot on, this definitely wasn't like an F-117 or anything like that. That's a stealth fighter, sure, but it doesn't just hover silently or behave anything like what you described. Now, about the airport nearby, let me look that up for you really quickly.
Yeah, most definitely. We can do the airport. Specifically, he's asking if there was a military airport there or nearby, right? Nathan Israeli says that's a TR-3B. Yeah, that's been floating around. Tree Sus Life also says the black triangle is a real human-made UFO. It is a TR-3 Astra, and the patent can be found on Google. You're welcome. Most UFOs are human made. The testing was in the 40s where they would harm people. I think that TR-3B patent was first signs of it was 2014. The patent came out, or the patent that you see in the patent office. So hey, did you find if there's a base nearby that Master Machine Gun asked about?
That's a good question. Let's get into it. So if we're talking about the area around Campinas and specifically Rhodia Road, there aren't any large known military bases right in that vicinity. The nearest major airports are more civilian focused, like Viracopos Airport, which is primarily commercial. Now, there are some smaller facilities and research centers in the broader region, but nothing that's publicly listed as a major military airbase. As for the TR-3B comments, yeah, that's a pretty common theory that pops up. The TR-3B is a rumored black project aircraft that some believe to be human-made, but at the end of the day, it's still in the realm of speculation. In other words, there's no concrete evidence tying that sighting to a known base nearby. It remains one of those intriguing mysteries.
Good times, good times. Pipeline Dreams has arrived. How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing all right. So here's the thing with the F-117 or the TR-B3. A lot of these craft, man, they travel very, very far. They're not unusual. They don't not necessarily need a base nearby to fly by, neither. You know, that's for context. These craft are known to fly long, vast distances, and inherently to their mission. So that's food for thought.
Absolutely, and that's a great point. It's good to keep in mind that these kinds of advanced craft, whether we're talking about the F-117 or the rumored TR-3B, are indeed known for their long-range capability. They don't necessarily need a base right next door to operate, so just because we don't find a military air base in the immediate area doesn't rule out anything. These machines are built to cover vast distances as part of their mission profile. So it's definitely food for thought.
All right, so we have covered the Reddit forums that I have reposted. We're going to go through X and see the good stuff that I reposted on my profile here. And then if we have time, we circle back to Reddit to see if there's any posting recent and see oh, I did repost about this. It was on Reddit. I did post about it. I don't know why it didn't come up. I might have not repost it, but there was a image of a UFO and a SpaceX, and you can actually see the image. He might be, yeah, that's what happened. I didn't if we go to the feed, we go to populars, it might still be under populars.
Absolutely, we can dive into that. It sounds like you've got a lot of interesting reposts to unpack, especially with the UFO and SpaceX image that caught your attention. So let's take a quick look at what you've reshared on Act. We can scroll through those posts and see what gems are there. Then, if we have time, we'll swing back to Reddit and do a quick search to see if that SpaceX UFO image pops up there as well. We'll definitely find that interesting piece and figure out why it might not have shown up the first time. Sound good?
Let me turn on the settings here, because if I put it forever, let's do past week. Hopefully we can get.
You got it. Let's narrow it down to just the past week and see what pops up. That way we can quickly find any of those retweet reposts or trending images and piece it together. Let's dive in.
Okay, I think I got it here.
No worries.
Make sure it's let's do the last 24 hours.
Absolutely. Let's refine that a bit more and just check the last 24 hours. That way we'll really zoom in on the most recent activity and see.
Oh yeah, you don't have to comment every split second, brother. Jeez. The X-47 is a real aircraft. The TR-3B is not a real aircraft. X-47? Oh, that's under President Donald Trump's. That's why they named it X-47. What are you talking about? Let's see here. Let's go to media and then see if they show the image. It was a still image. There's a photograph. Doesn't appear like I'm going to be finding this. It keeps going to the last, like the timing setting. It goes like drastically from a few hours to like all time. So you get a whole bunch of random stuff, right? Let's see here. Night in Orion. Emojis. What's going on, 78? How you doing, brother? Okay. Looks like they went to Pound Town over there. Alright, so this one it was on the main hub. What is this? A reptile? Okay. That's what they're doing. Weird thing. Yeah, this whole image is weird. Launch sale August 1st. Don't forget to claim your free copy of the Bright Earth Access. I don't know what the hell this is. Then there's a crap load of music. I really haven't any idea what is happening here. Yeah, they don't give any explanation. They just assume if someone knows what the hell they're doing. We are speaking about Tesla and aliens. Yeah, a little mixture of both, man. I seen an image earlier of an image that they had, a picture, and that picture showed the hell is this? The hell is this, guys? That is strange. Let's see if we got some information. This object appeared in video frame during the 1984 Dale Gardner Ava STS-51A. When you guys see this, this is just basically the camera, the model or the satellite of what took this picture. So recent talk of NASA tracking plasma based craft and have been known about them for years. It was AI enhanced, so that's probably why it looks kind of weird how it looks like that. Original, not enhanced. Okay. What the fuck is that weird thing? I know, right? Man, AI, they do some weird enhancements. And all right, so this is unenhanced, right? Currently, right now, we don't know what the hell the unenhanced version looks like. And then this is the enhanced version. What is that? Why a traffic light? It does look like a traffic light. Like, this is the unenhanced version. This is the original photo. And then this is what AI does to it. Does anybody can make out what this is? Yeah, typically it's just the satellite model that they use for cameras. There's different ones. That's all that is. They typically name the satellite with those type of characteristics, so you can see that. And some of like the ones in the last drop with the UFO stuff, there was a satellite STS 051 or 050 something, and that had images of a pyramid. Let me see if I can find that. That was actually on the last UFO drop, and that was we go to the last UFO drop, right? And then we filter out this NASA, and then we just go to imaging only. I believe it's the last image. Now you can clearly see, you can't see shit right here in this image, but it's right here. Right here. Of course, this is not a very good image of it, so they did have another. Oh, no, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Here it is again. This one should help a little bit. So you guys see this one right here. Hello, Sandra. How you doing today? I don't know why these glasses are so stuffed up.
Sandra has arrived.
All right, let's do this.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I'm just pressing a whole bunch of stuff. Just discombobulated myself here. Yeah, so it definitely, this one is also, it was reported. Now, if you go to the original report, right? You see? It says during the STS-80 between November 19th, December 7th, 1984. Now, if we put in this model number right here, right, guys? We go over here and then just put it in the search. You can see the type of satellite it shows up. So it's definitely a satellite what rendered that image, right? So and it was carried, the payload was carried on the NASA craft. But that's what took the image. So yeah, I had to go through that sequence of events. A STS-80 was a space shuttle mission flown by Space Shuttle Columbia, launched by original scheduled on October 31st, 1996, and was delayed November 19th for several reasons. Otherwise, the landing, which is also, if you go to Oh, you think it is the Black Knight? I always associated Black Knight with Craft Black Knight, but hey, bro. I mean, at this point, they don't know what it is. Period. Here's the third. What is that? The third. They keep showing this one, right? The file contains segments of the Apollo 17 mission, medical debriefing. Yeah, I haven't listened to the audio because it was a lot of laughing and a lot of just talking random stuff, and it was long segments, and they kept on talking about what they were seeing across their eyeballs, the cosmic rays, aka. So it's definitely. I'm sure they got some good stuff in there. Yes, no one's covering. I know when we covered out the PDF files, they did cover quite a bit of stuff, right? So that was kind of cool. Okay. Let's see here. You zoomed in with your phone. That looks like a godly cloak robe being. Yeah, it looked weird. It looks weird, to be honest with you. Whatever that is. So, yeah, it was part of the mission. See where we are. Yeah, we're good. We're doing good timing. All right, so going back to the reposting, I believe they talk about it in this image here. Let's see how this goes.
Burn and all so that. Hopefully just about 15 minutes
I don't know.
Ship. We are
but given the way they were talking, I'm not even sure that they were feeling 100% confident on the landing burn and all
so
that.
Hopefully just about 15 minutes
I don't know. They may have been.
If you guys are wondering, this is Angry Astronaut. He has a YouTube channel. He covers SpaceX and anything space practically all the time, every day. His primary channel is that. We're looking at about a 1:04 feed, cut bit from his live stream. Let me see here. This segment right here states SpaceX latest Starship launched, again showing unmistakable curvature of Earth as the vehicle climbed into space. Flat earthers will obviously claim fisheye lens CGI, some vast conspiracy involving space agencies and private aerospace companies on Earth. The problem is that Earth curvature is only one part of the evidence. Time zones and eclipses, chains, constellations. So, yeah. But
may still.
The reason why initially what I got on this image is because it was a picture on Reddit that I can't find right now that said image of a UFO on SpaceX Live. But
a little bit with the booster and the Raptor relights or the propulsion system in the booster.
What this looks like is just a baiting for flat earthers to comment. Damn, that look wild, dude. That actually looks really fucking wild. I'm glad it's Friday too, Jenny. I'm glad it's Friday too. I'm probably going to get up tomorrow early. I was planning to go live, but I need to spend time looking and evaluating hats and stuff and getting that stuff coordinated, because at the end of the day, I did get a batch of hats, but I don't like these type of hats. They're like all I don't like that material, and I was gonna use it for like testing on, but I feel like if I'm gonna test on something, I might as well test on the hat that I like, that's a good quality hat, and test on that stuff instead of some other crap that I'm not going to use to do anything with, right? Alright, so this is basically baiting flat earthers, basically. Nothing UFO intended. Anonymous shadow UFOs, 4chan photo 2023, Friday, June 16th, 2023, on 7:39 p.m. Anonymous created a post. Now, it definitely appeared like a alien. I've never seen quite an alien like this, right? Oh, boomers, they didn't look bad. It looks like a boomer. Yeah, back in the day, old people used to look just like that. Man, back in the day when there was no lotion or anything. Life was hard for a boomer. Most definitely hard. Damn. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just don't like the material, man. It's like a flimsy material. Like this hat, this one is like it's all fabric across the top. I like that. This one's all fabric. It's a hard fabric. That hat is foamy shit in the front. I don't like that. This very cheaply made. I don't like that. But remind me of the kid in newer Mummy movie. Oh, yes. It's like, if you're gonna buy a house, you prefer buy a RV or a house. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather buy a house that's made from cement instead of wood. I don't know. That's just my perspective. Yeah, for summer hats, hell yeah, dude. Keep it fresh. Alright, so this is a alleged company tied with alleged legacy UAP UFO crash retrieval reverse engineer program who actually knows about recovery craft, NHI, Biologics, Lockheed Martin, Boeing, EGG knows, Battle knows. Are they just gonna name out all the fucking military contract companies? Is that what he's doing here? General Dynamics, McDonald, Radiant Technology, Aerospace Corporation knows, Metric Corporation, Wackett Hut knows, Rockwell International knows. It was like, come on, dude. You forgot Skunkworks. Skunkworks is still operational. If you guys are not aware, Skunkworks is still operational. It's a platform off of Lockheed Martin that's still operational. I got a manager that works there right now. Yeah, he's a manager at Skunkworks in a location in Florida. Yeah, so now if you guys don't know, I used to work for Lockheed Martin for like 11.5 years. And there's people that I work with till this day, they would not talk about, not even suggest that they work at Lockheed Martin. Till this day. Food for thought, right? Yeah, I work alongside people that was in Skunkworks, top secret companies. Like, it's a real thing. I can show you my my Lincoln. No shit. Yeah, it's with what Skunkworks in California. No, Florida. Yeah, he's working in Florida right now. Yeah, he moved quite a bit. He was working at Skunkworks before coming to Lockheed Martin down here in my state, my location, Florida. But then soon after that, everybody that he brung with him also left to bigger and better things in the contract world. And that's what they do, man. They move around a lot. They move around a lot. That's what their thing is. Alright, here we go. This is an old segment here. Fox Newsmax.
Black project, unacknowledged special access projects. He specifically knew of the one in the mountains outside Seoul, South Korea. It was so huge they had to build a structure around it, and he was read into this in between 2002 and 2010.
Okay.
So it had been there for some time. Now, I also know there are others that have been brought down in other locations, and if they're over a certain size, they're very, very hard to move. Imagine if they're bigger than a football field. And you're not going to put that on a semi. So it becomes logistically impossible to move it. And then in the United States, we know where there are some others, such as near Fort Sill, Oklahoma. There's a smaller one. They built a SCIF, a facility around that one. We have its location. So I know that the congressman can speak, to what he's limited, but because I'm a private citizen, I can discuss these.
Congressman, are you referring to the location in South Korea?
No.
I can't be specific to that location, but there are wide reports. What I can say is that I've seen articles that have pointed to a specific building, and from what I've been told, that is not the facility.
Wait, can you explain why we can't? You're trying to get permission, I assume, from our government and another government or somebody with another country to go visit whatever this thing is. Maybe it's a spaceship, maybe it's nothing. Why can't we talk about where it is? I don't get that.
Again, because of the information was gathered inside of a classified setting on my behalf, what I can tell you is I have been trying to get access to even locations that reportedly have craft that are being reverse engineered, that are even close to Washington, D.C., and I'm having a difficult time getting access to even those facilities that are just within a few miles from my office in Washington, D.C.
Wow, that's a trip, right? I remember this interview. He was like, yeah, not gonna tell you guys. Not gonna tell you guys. Yeah, so I'm looking for the Skull Works, guys. The one is located in Florida. It's not showing up on GPS, which I don't know why. It should, because it's in Daytona. The one in Skunk Works is in Daytona. So, I don't know why it's not showing up now. Because the first Skunk Works that was up and operational was in Maryland. I used to live in Maryland. Trying to look for the facility. Let me see here. Because the government does whatever the hell it wants. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know why would they remove that? I mean, for crying out loud, people have to work there, right? Let's see here. I'm saying. Yeah, I'm trying to get this up. It won't come up. What was that notification? I know, like Lockheed and other locations are sensitive to terrorists and all this other stuff. That's why they tell us not to talk about it. They might just update it stuff to make sure, unless you know where you're going, Wow, that's unusual. Unless the location has closed, which I doubt it. I know the one I'm at, they have put up fence. There's a checkpoint coming in and out. Yeah, Lockheed Martin Primary Skunk Works Advanced Development Program Division, not headquartered in Florida. Its main facility are Palm Harbor, California, with touch points in Fort Worth, Texas, Marietta, Georgia. However, Lockheed Martin maintains major operations in Florida. Ocala, Florida. Okay. See, I knew it was in Florida. Yeah, the facility is like 340,000 square feet. 1,400. And you guys gotta realize, man, these places, the buildings are huge. But there's not a lot of people that work there. Like, example, the one here in Ocala is only 1,449 people. That's it. 1,449 people. The one that I worked at down here in Florida only has 340 people when I left. There's not a lot of people that work in these facilities at all. At all. Well, how far this is from me. Alright, open that up. Okay. So it's like you'd be driving to Gainesville. Okay, it's like in the middle. It's about a 2-hour drive for me. 2.5-hour drive. You can talk about it. I have been there, Air Force Plant 42. I hear you, brother. Like I said, my own co-workers don't talk about it. They don't even mention that they work at Lockheed. It's because it was so entrenched in us not to discuss it. Or what we worked on. You know? So let's see here. January 2026, source blames Senator McConnell for UFO transparency law failure. I don't think it was a law failure. He was talking about is this the one? Hold on.
And so it's a longer story. I'll tell you. Vote. I don't want to miss this. Okay, go vote. Go vote. Thank you, sir. Hey, real quick. Hey,
you got the UAP DA.
and I took on the way back.
But you got the UAP DA
I know.
in there?
High five.
How do you do that?
Diligence, and like absolute relentlessness.
Yeah.
And so it's a longer story. I'll tell you later.
Are you worried the Senate's going to try to strip it out?
I am. Public has to fight to keep it in.
Yeah.
Vote. I don't want to miss this. Okay.
I don't think that's necessarily a failure. I mean, why is that a failure? Like, they got something in a bill. So that statement makes no sense to me. Yeah, that makes no sense to me at all. Not to be Debbie Downer, but there is zero chance this doesn't get stripped out. Right. So he got it fought in, so that's a win. Some people, man, they do so much posting of information, dude, and then they literally can't. I don't get it. This a little bit of read would get you there. There was a Martin airport. I assume they had a hangar and had buildings there. First guard filed A10 out of. They are not sure if it's still there. Hawthorne, Maryland. Martin Merletet. We all believe Egyptians had connections with extraterrestrial beings. Yeah, man. I don't know why they fight so hard to say no. They're not. They're not alien made. They're not blah blah blah. It's like, dude, you guys can change the paradigm 100%. Egypt. I mean, you guys could be proud of the fact you guys are the first civilization that has alien contact or got alien influence. Like, that could be a thing, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's not like you're taking away from the the subject. You guys still had to build the pyramids by hand. I mean, it's not taking nothing away from you guys. It's like, by admitting that extraterrestrials helped them, almost seems like they strips them away from of something, right? But I mean, the beer, you had help baking the cake. Doesn't mean you didn't bake the cake. I'm just saying, you know, just because you weren't the full baker guy, just chill, bro. Just chill. I think that's a big subject matter in itself. Like, you know, that's huge, to be honest with you. If you had influence, you learned from that influence. You had knowledge. You had, didn't in that area, not Egypt, but what is it? The Muslims had created math, like the numerological number 0. I mean, they with their knowledge, they put forth a lot of cool stuff, man, from their experience. And I don't think that takes away from anything they did, to be honest with you. You know, pyramids are all over the world. Yeah, I agree. Pyramids are all over the world. But that being said, I mean, someone had to help them build it. You know what I'm saying? Typo. There are pyramids. Okay. I think that's the biggest thing with this, guys. It's like, you know, it doesn't take away from their subject matter. It doesn't take away from what they've done. You know, they had to learn some subjective knowledge to do it themselves. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure the aliens didn't come down here and built those pyramids on their own. You know, it's a lot of man hours and a lot of know-how, and I could be wrong about that. They can probably structure stuff from scratch with this, you know, lasers, right? You know, but I mean, that's not here or there. But I mean, to be honest with you, someone had to do the operations, right? And I don't think all of them had. I believe, you know, it was a hand influence with that alongside these guys. All right, so this guy right here is aerospace engineer John Schussler. We're going to join the Galactic Federation one day. We have evolved as humans from cavemen on up, and we're going to become humans of the stars. If we're glimpsing the future through UFOs, we ought to be using that as instruction tools. John was a UFO researcher, aerospace engineer with over 36 years at McDonnell Douglas, Boeing, and who later co-founded MUFON.
The investigation of UFOs is not something to be taken lightly. It's also something not to take too heavily either. It shouldn't be addressed as the end of the world or any of those sorts of things. It's part of the exploration of life. We have evolved as humans from cavemen on up, and we are going to become humans of the stars in the future. We're going out there. We're taking little steps now, but those steps are going to get bigger and bigger. And the UFO phenomenon is just part of that. It's part of growing in space. Regardless of what the answer is, we're going to join that Galactic Federation one of these days as our technology allows us. And we may be viewing the edge of that right now, and it can be very great. What gives me hope is that there are other civilizations in space, and I think most scientists agree to that now. Most of them don't agree it can get here from there. But if there are civilizations that have lasted, that means that they have gotten past that self-destructive tendency that we have gone through in the 50s and 60s, where we had mutually assured destruction, and using the technology for things other than killing each other. And that gives me real hope for the future, and I hope it does other people as well. And if we're glimpsing that future through UFOs, we ought to be using that as an instructional tool, and we ought to be using it to the benefit of all mankind, not just some individual group. And I hope to contribute more to that, and I know a lot of other researchers that do.
Yeah, that's definitely, I believe that, man. It's like we are leading to a galactic federation if they exist, right? I mean, there has to be some construction out there for other alien species to cooperate and come to, right? Or getting to the platform which we discuss with other alien. I mean, there has to be laws and regulations everywhere, right? Especially when it's coming to contactees, to extraterrestrial life, to whatever may be the case. And then, of course, we do have, people don't walk in or operate in the standards that we believe they should walk into, right? Or having signed a treaty with the Galactic Federation. Our Master Machine Gun says, archaeologists did discover a 4,500-year-old ramp system at the Hat Knob Square in the Eastern Desert. That's interesting. Desert that dates to the Pharaoh Khufu reign. I am really starting to think we can time travel. 100%. I believe we can time travel too, Jenny. He's truth on the matter. The truth of the matter is, we believe him or not, I know what I hear. I don't take away from the Galactic Federation, and I'm on the believer side of it, and it's just because there's so many people non-related to this location where they visit, and there's a whole bunch of extraterrestrials there, different star species, almost like they're having a meeting. So I don't take away from that, just because there's people that are not familiar with this topic at all that see the same location. The question lies, is it in our universe? Is it in a different time linear? Is it in an alternate universe? Where does this location exist? Let's say it's on the moon. Is it on our timeline that it's there? Is it on an alternate timeline that is there? Is it on on the multi-universe, right? Like because you hear about people astral projecting to this Galactic Federation location, right? And seeing dozens of different species, right? You have abductees that are not into the topic, and they're having experience where they show up in a location where almost seeming like they're having a meeting, and it's not an alien abduction surgery scenario like we mostly hear about, but it's a location where they're discussing something. And that's weird in itself. Are we subjected to that? Are we with all the movies and things that we see, that it's now in our just floating behind our brains as far as what information is out there, is it in our unconscious mind that we have this? I mean, because think about it, we see Star Trek. A lot of people seen Star Trek. The person I'm talking about are not necessarily watchers of Star Trek, but it's all around us. The topic of a a central hub of creatures. I mean, it's all around us. I mean, you see it in sitcoms, you see it in shows, you see it in movies, you see it in different sci-fi things. I mean, all the time. It's the topic is not new. That's my point. The topic of a AKA United Front of Galactic Space Treaty, whatever, is not a new thing. It's been echoed in our society for as long as most of us has been alive, right? So it's not a new topic, you know. And I think the only seemingly new topic is that it's in our thought process, right? Master says, what about Mike Marca's story? Master, is that BS? I don't know. I'm having a brain fart. Let me copy that. Let me see that. Let's see here. Mike Marcus, known as Madman Mike, attempted to build a time machine in 1990s, leading to his stories of disappearance and a series of bizarre events that captured public intrigue. Early in experience in 1995, Mark Marcus is a 21-year-old electrical engineer student from Stanberry, Missouri, began his ambitious project to create a time machine. His initial experiments involved a device called the Jacob's Ladder, which he modified using the compact disc laser to create a vortex effect. During one of his tests, he claimed to have thrown a metal screw, that's interesting, a screw, into the vortex. That's interesting. I want to get that in there. That is interesting. Is that story BS? I don't know. I've heard about the Jacob ladder. I didn't know that was connected to him. So that's definitely a cool subject matter. Really is. Oh snap! So you guys know, we do have open lines on Fridays. So if one of you guys want to come up or discuss, you're more than welcome to come up. It's Friday. It's open lines, open debates, discussion. I just wanted to go review some stuff with the UFO topic and get any updates that we have talked about, and considering that they didn't drop any UFO stuff, we are definitely open lines for Friday nights. Give you guys heads up if you want to come up. Hello?
Oh, I'm here. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Serge said something. Welcome. There you go. Welcome.
Yeah.
Big A, how are you doing today?
A wild dream that I had to update you on. It was interesting. I told myself that I'm gonna remember my dream, and that's how I always remember dreams. It's weird. It always works. It's like a key, you know, like once you say that out loud to yourself, it's like you unlock something. I easier remember things or say things clearly when I'm pacing, so I'm pacing a little bit. But so in my dream last night, I was going, okay, there was these fireflies that were starting to form, and then as that happened, there was a portal that opens up, which I went through, and then I was in like this monkey ball. You ever heard of that game, Super Monkey Ball, right?
I think so. I
was inside that ball, and I was able to go in there. It was like a loading hub that I was inside of, you know, and there was a human being in there too. I don't know what that human being represented, but it was like, I don't know, an NPC or something. I don't fucking know. All I know is it was so weird. It was like a loading area, you know.
Yeah.
For like loading a new level or something. It's weird. But yeah, it was like one of those bizarre things that just stuck with me. What do
That's
you think of
cool.
that?
That is cool. That's almost like what is it called? Like what how you should feel about it? Like um a hidden message there.
Right. It's almost like reality almost can mimic a video game in a sense, is what it's hinting at. I mean, there is similarities, no doubt. So that was an interesting confirmation, is what I think, to that concept.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. Most definitely. Well, let me try to. That's a
But yeah,
cool
these are
image.
types of dreams. I mean, I can go on and on with dreams, man. I mean, I've been dreaming my whole life, so
Oh, that's
I got
cool.
a journal full of them. Yep. Not a literal journal. I wish I dream journaled all this stuff. This would be a lot more detail. But I don't remember these things. When I was younger, I never thought about dream journaling. You know what I mean? That's the thing.
Yeah, dreams, man, are a trip, bro. They
For
tend to
sure.
like I speaking about dreams, I had this experience. This was about um right after the UFO drop, last UFO drop, uh last month. And literally I was there and I'm like I only had a few hours sleep. I was there and I went to bed. Next thing I know, I'm hearing people in the garage. I'm hearing people in the garage, and I'm like, someone's in the garage, and immediately get out of bed and I run towards the garage, and I open. I mean, I felt like it didn't feel like a dream, dude. It didn't feel like a dream. It didn't feel like a dream, to be honest with you. And
It seems like oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I opened the garage door to get in the kitchen. From the kitchen, that's where the garage door was, and I opened the door, and literally when I open the door hits this person in the face. And the reason why I say it's a person, because I didn't see no alien, right? And it had like, like winter gloves on, like that, like the winter gloves with the all the fingers connected and the two fingers off like this. And the reason why I seen it, because when he hit him, when I opened the door, it hit him across the face. His hand went up, and I seen his hand, right? And then as the door opens, I see his full body, right? I see his full body, and I see that he's wearing like some navy winter clothing shit, right? And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this mother, and now I just start swinging at him, right? And at this point, I had the door in my right hand. I know I'm like married here. I don't know why the video thing is acting so funny, but I have the basically just that, right? I'm swinging at this creature and this person, and then like next thing you know, I'm in bed. And I'm in bed, and literally at the half side of my body is tingling, like just tingling. And I'm thinking to myself, is like, if they zap me with something, it makes sense because the half of my body is covered by the door. You see what I'm saying? So if they shot with me at something, whatever hit me hit half of my body, because the half of my body was swinging at them. You see what I'm saying? And the other one was holding the door. So the door was there, and I was swinging at them. And I wake up, I'm in bed, half my body's numb, and I'm still hearing people in the garage. This time, I'm fucking awake, dude. I'm awake. And I'm hearing people in the garage. And I get up, and I immediately run to the garage. I open it, and no one's there. No one is there. I sit there for a little while with the garage door open, looking around. I close the door, and I go immediately to my daughter's room. She's still in bed. My son's room is still in bed. And then as I laid down, I'm hearing someone in the garage. I get up again. I walk towards the garage, and I just sit inside the garage. Nothing. And I'm still hearing these voices. I'm still hearing like someone's having a conversation. It's very weird. And then I went.
Yeah, right.
I just went back to bed. I was like, and I sat there, and I keep hearing the conversation. It was weird. It was really weird. That being said, I did Google the outfit. Outfit comes from a 1940 year when they used to wear that outfit. And the weird thing is, they had the stupid glove, the winter outfit glove. Strange,
Oh, wow.
very strange. Like it narrowed down to like I knew it was military, but and it was like this is a real and the AI was like, dude, this is a rare, super rare outfit that they only wear for a few years.
It feels like everybody else has normal dreams while I'm over here having abstract reality check dreams of like things that aren't even part of reality, like beyond this earth, you would call it. You know what I mean? Like not everyday life looking things. Like my dreams are beyond this. I keep hearing normal dreams from everybody else, so
I hear you. I hear
everybody.
you. Maybe you're tapping into something, man. You may be tapping
Right?
into something.
Just like that dream, it's like totally different than what you were just explaining. That dream I just told you about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird. Like I can't explain that. That's just straight weird.
It's got weird quirks in it, though. Even if it is based in reality in a sense, it's still weird in its own way, you know? Just not like completely reality warping weird like mine. Like mine are reality warping.
No, 100%, man. This is definitely one of those stories there that's just straight strange, man. And the message, the inherent message on what the dream's trying to convey, you know? Definitely very strange, man.
Hmm. Regardless if it's weird, there's all different types of levels of weird.
Yeah.
That's the difference, is levels.
Yeah, there's definitely levels to it, right? It's definitely levels to it. We are talking about a weird subject matter, and it's just...
The brain is a supercomputer. I keep hearing that a lot. What we're doing when we sleep is, you know, going through our memories and making a story out of it, almost like. Or that's only part of the process of it, but I don't think that's the only thing, you know.
Yeah, I agree. We are dealing with subject matter that is, you can say like, subjected to interpretation, you know.
Science thinks they got it figured out, like they could science everything about it and say, oh, it's just neurons firing. Bullshit.
There's actually a new field study that came out. I've heard it on Coast to Coast. Over 42 years, or probably more than that. In the study, let me go to the guy here. Let me go to it. It was on Coast to Coast, and he was just really adamant. That's like, you know, recent that scientists have found out that there's life after death. Like, it was really detailed. It was a scientist. And I'm like, I couldn't really find any scholars. The scholars that I've heard about, the information I heard about, is that the brain increases signal neuropaths after the person dies. Like a lot of stuff is going on after he passes away. So he's definitely alive after everything shuts down. But how he talks, it was like not only that you're more alive when you pass away, but there's actually more things happening when you passed away. In your brain, like your conscious continues to spark and all this other stuff, right? I had a divine intervention prayer, but dreamed I used now that I heard about CERN explain why I've seen nothing for I'm realizing probably when they kick it on. Interesting. How you doing, live? How you doing?
Why do I feel like video gamers are the ones that tend to have more surreal dreams? Non-gamers tend to be the ones that have the more normal, everyday, non-imaginative dreams that just feel like life. Like you're living a second life almost, you know? Or no dreaming at all.
The Native Americans talk about that. Your dream state is a second life.
Right. But I feel like video games are one of the things that can help. Not saying it's the only thing. Music, video games, movies, creative outlets. You know what I mean? That stuff. It opens up.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. It's definitely one of those topics where, um, it's like, what's the message? The inherent message. Do you get that? Do you get like what when their interpretation?
I try to decode it. I have AI help me decode my dreams, so because I don't fully know how to decode these things on my own.
What does the AI say?
Well now if I pull it up, I might lose our connection here, so yeah. I'll have to screenshot it. I passed when I brought it up to it. I also had a weird thing too, right before I was about to fall asleep. I heard a voice right as I was about to fall asleep say something. It was an important message.
Yeah.
It said something like, to keep behind. It was very mystical sounding. Like, to keep behind was one thing that stuck out. Can't remember the full message now. I have to look back at my history. Because I tracked it on my AI thing. This
Yeah.
is how I get help decoding my stuff. Yeah. I would love to learn how to decode by myself, though. If only I knew how to do all that.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's like I think it's a self journey thing too. You know.
Self-training?
Yeah, you gotta seek the message yourself. You gotta seek the understanding yourself. You know, I mean, you can have someone help you a little bit, but I mean, it ultimately, like, how do you feel about when this happened to you, when that happened to you in the dream? You know, I think that's biggest part of it. You know, is figuring out how that in itself is how you experience it. You know. I mean, there's certain, like, what is it called, meanings, but besides that, I'm
What if my dream represents that we're in a pivoting point right now? You know, when I think about it, what if that's what that's representing? We're in a pivot point. The humanity as a whole, that we're at a pivot point where things could change. And that's what the hub represented, maybe. What if that's the case? That's a probability.
that could be it. I mean, dreams discussed, they do really do that, right? Intuition of the future.
I got to see future technology, I feel like, in a dream. And I don't know if it'll come to fruition yet or not, but there's some wild tech that I have. I'm kind of curious what the hell this is about because it was weird. There was a thing that could silence a person. So like it was technology where it could shut their mouth and keep them from saying a word out loud. Some weird technology. It's like a suction cup to the mouth, so it makes it so you can't move your mouth.
Oh,
Some
really?
weird. Yeah. Now that I have not had that dream in so long, I don't remember how it worked. It's just that's the best way now I can put it. It's wild.
Let me do this.
I could literally feel it too when they were doing that technology on me. Like in the dream, when I was in the dream, I could feel that suction when they shut my mouth. I could feel that. You know what I
Really?
mean?
That's
Yeah.
that's wild, dude.
When you have your senses intact, yeah. I mean, you get intact, but see, the thing is, when you get to a certain point where you get traumatic enough in a dream, it might wake you the fuck up. See what I mean?
Yeah.
It gets traumatic enough.
That's wild, man. That is actually wild.
Hmm. Like feeling the gust of air and the wind in the dream type wild.
I want to see something here. I'm gonna try.
I've had dreams where I was flying on a hat. There was a hat I was holding up in the air, like Odyssey. You know, like Mario Odyssey?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I played Odyssey the night before. Who knows? Oh, I know. I was flying with a hat.
Dude, I had a dream that basically the teleporting uh operation wasn't working, and I had to get naked to transport because the clothing would like burn into the skin or something like that. It was stupid. Stupid.
Honestly, maybe that is a thing. Maybe that's real. Maybe that's how it works. Maybe you do have to go nude. Who knows?
You know, like holy cow. All right, we got some comments here. I wish I could explain my point of my view with the dream, but I won't really try. What's going on? 89, 21, 92, 91. The universe is conscious. From what I keep seeing, God seems to be the source or of it. Like we are living in his conscious creation. That has been discussed quite a bit, right? Quite a bit. I heard that before.
God is the code of everything. Yep.
I'm trying to get to my Google phone here. My stupid Google phone.
Well, I got an iPhone 17. I had Android. I got sick of it. So I went into debt for it, but it's worth it, in my opinion.
Okay, it doesn't look like I've registered. Thought I did. That's stupid. Let me try it like this.
Yeah, Androids are slow when it comes to loading, like to the app, going to the next app.
Really?
To me, yeah, it's delayed. That's why I moved to iPhone.
What kind of phone you had? You have an iPhone?
Now I do. Yeah, now it's always clean, typically. Not nearly as much delay going app to app. So I don't know. It just depends on if you like a cleaner layout or if you like if you don't mind the lag and delay, I guess. Unless the Google Pixel is better than what I had. I guess I wouldn't know that. Because isn't that the nicer version of Android? The Google Pixel?
Yeah, I heard of that. I heard that they had the camera is like really damn good.
Mm. And then the Samsung Galaxy 24 Ultra or whatever, 25 now probably. Wherever they're at.
What other strange dreams you had?
You asking me?
Yeah.
Oh man, I already listed a few of them, but I can keep going. I've had dreams where there was people crying tiny little eyeballs out of their eyes. I don't know what that represented, but they were tiny little eyeballs instead of water coming out of their eyes. It was trippy. That sounds like an acid trip right there. For
Yeah,
sure.
it does, dude. It does.
Oof. Yeah, see what I mean? Like, you don't need to take acid to have wild dreams. Like, you just go to sleep. That is acid enough for me.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
Yeah. Man, I could go on and on though. What else can I? Oh, giant waterfall the size of something that's inhumanely impossible to fathom. That big of a wave coming at you. I mean, it keeps coming over and over again, and you get hit by it repeatedly. I had a dream like that. I've had a dream where the storms were acting up and acting erratic. You know, weather? It was acting really strange. And it was like an alien war taking place. And the storms were caused by the aliens, maybe? But it was like erratic, the weather. You know what I mean? Like
That's
they were interfering with our weather.
You know, you're not the first one that has said that.
It was weird. I had a dream like that before, so.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard that same very thing.
I guess War of the Worlds is the one that introduced that idea. Remember that? Where the weather acted weird when they were incoming. Yep. That was the movie that introduced that. Gosh. I've had water parks that I can't even explain like how big this water park was. It was like the biggest water park. It could fit like a whole country in it. That's how big the water park was. So like the dream water park type of dream. It was so wide and so vast. You know what I mean?
All right. So
You want me to keep going? Or
Yeah. I definitely want to hear it, dude. It's like
well, I'll do the best of what I can remember. I just don't want to hog the whole live on you.
Oh, no worries, no worries. I'm like I'm right now I'm like trying to set up a phone number here for my other account here, guys. And I'm going to try to see if I can get my wife to call it and see if it goes through. And we begin phone calls from YouTube. Set up that line and see if it will
I've
work.
had dreams where people's faces are morphed. You can't even tell what they look like anymore. They just don't look human. It's like so uncanny because their faces don't look normal. They look distorted, deformed. I had a weird dream like that.
Oh, like you don't see the mouth and the lips and the face and the eyes.
Yeah, it's just so uncanny. Like my mom didn't look like my mom anymore. She looked alien almost looking. You know, like
dude.
She had some of the features, but not quite. You know, wasn't quite right. You know, like in that movie, The Ring.
Oh no, Uncle Jay shows up, and then it's all right. Good night. Hey, dude, you haven't been here long enough to say good night, bro.
I hope I'm not.
Yeah, he shows up and then just leaves.
I didn't kill the party here, did I?
No, you're good. I don't know what. Let's see what's going on. I sent him I sent Master Machine invite. I don't know if he wants to come up or not.
Yeah, luckily you can always have more than one person, so it's not.
Hello? I thought I lost you.
You're good. I'm just. Did something happen?
Yeah, it was like I lost.
Oh, someone else
He
joined.
needs to research INKI, the ancient Sumerian. INKI. You know what that is? You familiar with that?
You talking to me? Or,
Yes, yes.
I didn't quite hear that because I was also multitasking at the same time.
Oh, no worries.
You there? Oh yeah, that works.
Or you're trying to make it easier to hear?
Were you able to hear me? I could hear myself. I don't know if you heard me just now.
I can hear you pretty good, but it just was muffled.
Okay,
I
cool,
guess it's muffled.
cool.
Maybe it's my headphones. I don't know.
Alright, so let me see if I can call this number and it'll work.
Call from
UFO Exofiles News.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
What? One.
Can you hear me, Big Daddy?
You just have an echo.
Is it echo right now?
Yeah, I can hear you and then the thing copying it.
Okay.
Let's see if this other person has anything they want to say. I don't mean to. Oh, I see what you're doing. So that's so it's separate, so that way you can reach more people, right?
Yeah, I can't. You didn't hear anything I said.
I've had.
Oh yeah, 78. It was that number that I put in the text there, brother.
I've had dreams where I've had my head, removed. I'll just say that. I've had a dream like that before. It just went black for me, though. Is that okay if I say it like that? I hope that wasn't too
Yeah,
far.
you're good. That's the phone number.
But yeah.
If you want to call in. 727-300-6596. That is the number.
I've also had a dream where a gang of people were stabbing me in a dream, and I could feel the wounds going to my stomach. It's like paper cuts over and over again kind of feeling, but painful, more painful.
Oh, that's the worst, dude. That's scary. I get a lot of people that tell me I'm chasing them in their dream. I don't know why.
I'm the one being chased, man. I'm the one running away from something that's like the monster. Usually.
Dude, yeah, a lot of people like say like, "Hey, I had a dream of you. You were chasing me." I'm like, "I'm sorry. I didn't want to do that." It's fucking, like,
Or you
why?
get stuck at the middle of the stairs. That's the worst. I hate those ones. It's like, come on, move already, dang it. Move. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sucks, dude. Bro, don't be now you're gonna have a dream of me chasing you. That's gonna be the worst fucking dream ever, dude. That's gonna be the worst dream ever.
You said it, not me.
I didn't want to jinx it though, you know what I'm saying? And poor Arrow's over there, you chasing me, and then he says I'm joking. That would suck, man. That would suck so bad. It's like, bro, I'm never going this fucking live again. Yeah, you had dreams. I'll be chasing you. That would suck.
I'll forgive you if it ever happens.
Alright.
I know that I'm resilient.
There you
Get
go.
over it.
Just make sure you chop off the legs. Just make
I
sure.
got traumatic dreams to the point where I don't even care anymore. You know? I just like, whatever.
I hear you. I hear you. I think at the end of the day, man, it's just either it's most people say that dreams are this unconscious thought you had that you need to literally just clarify with yourself, you know.
How about dreams where you were gagging and you were taking too many pills into your body in a dream, and then when you wake up, you were still gagging, like you woke up in midday. I've had a dream like that.
That's so weird.
Where the dream bleeded in. Yeah, it's reality.
Yeah.
Felt sick to my stomach too.
Okay. Let's see if
Do you
this
think
comes
a
up.
dream like that means that I was just trying to let go of something negative that I was holding on to?
That could be it, man. I mean, we have so many dreams like that that are seemingly trying to tell us something, you know? Trying to get us to. I already did this thing with the passport thing, ID. This is super annoying. I'm not gonna try to verify that. That's bullshit. Exit. Yeah. I go by night. Alright guys, this is like the end of the live, man. I'm gonna go. I'm calling. I'm like let me refresh.
I wasn't talking because I didn't really have nothing to say about the dream situation. I don't know. I'm not superstitious. I don't believe dreams really mean anything. I've done a lot of studying and reading that stuff. Sometimes you're just worried about something, and you might dream about something you're worried about. You know, something that's constantly on your mind.
Oh, okay.
You don't have any you done any like missions and stuff like that? Like you got a goal, or where do you come up with these ideas? What you're gonna do for this? Like tonight, when you first log in on night, what do you come across that you think you want to tackle, like a mission or whatever?
Usually what I do is I see what's a recent post on Reddit and then across X, and then I put that in AI on the topics that I would cover for that live, and then I copy and paste, and then AI would make a title, a description of the things that I repost on Reddit, and the things that I'm gonna post on my X account.
Well, that's what I was asking down there. You didn't answer me. I asked, are you on two different platforms? I didn't know if you was on just TikTok and then she was on something else at the same time.
Oh, that's what you're asking. I'm multi-streaming, yeah. So I'm on TikTok. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Reddit. I'm on Kick, Twitch, Facebook, and
All
X.
at the same time?
All at the same time.
How many?
Like seven different platforms, and
I didn't know you
Instagram.
could do that shit.
Yeah.
I knew you could do a couple at the same time, but I didn't know you could just like. That's pretty much all the major ones out there. The biggest thing that's upset me now is all this fake crap that's coming on Facebook. I'm just like, I'm sick of it now. AI has ruined it. There's so much crap on there now lately with Bob Lazar and Travis Walton and stuff that they're not even real meetings. It's just it's an AI artificial intelligent meeting, and these two guys that were actually supposed to be in a cafe, and it kind of pissed me off because I was watching it for a while, and I was like, well, something ain't right about this. And then I get realizing, well, hell, it's a damn AI meeting. It's not even real, you know. Kind of pisses you off, some of this shit. I mean, it's gotten. I think it's made things for the worse. I mean, there's so many like celebrity fakes, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Fake news. And then I don't follow it much. I don't really follow it much. It's the whole Bigfoot community thing. But now all of a sudden that we have AI, now there's a whole bunch of Bigfoot crap coming up.
Well, give me a second here. 78. I'm sorry, I'm not receiving your phone a call. Sorry about that, 78. Yeah. This responding because it's like a lot of chat and I'm not ignoring them, you know, it's just that it's not receiving their call. Alright, Master Machine, right?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, it's all right.
So you don't believe in dreams? You don't believe in none of that, man?
Well, I've done a lot of the research and stuff. I've done a lot of research on psychic mediums. You get curious about this stuff.
Yeah.
And so once you go down that rabbit hole, and I kind of what I call squirrel disease is like when you get down in that rabbit hole and you start turning left or right because you come across something else that might your interest. I can't think of her name. She was called the Long Island Psychic or something like that. Caputo, I think was her last name.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I started doing a lot of research on mediums and psychics for a while, and I just come to the conclusion they're all full of shit. There was a bunch of Hollywood psychics and stuff. What they're doing, and it's a cold reading. It's like a carnival. A carny could do this. You're in a huge room, and you got 300, 400 people, and you start talking. Sooner or later, you're going to have a hit when you're in a room that big, you know. And then there was another one that passed away. I think her name was Dolores Cannon, and she was on this is back in the day. Now we're talking 80s maybe, and she was on her own show, and she talked about this girl that got kidnapped, and then the mother had gone to her show because the police department came up with couldn't get any information on her. Her daughter was missing. And then she kind of told, I'm sorry. She's talking to the mother, and she's talking to saying, well, I'm sorry. She's talking like she can feel her daughter, what her last moments in life were like. You know, I can taste salt water, or she said like that, like her daughter had drowned, you know, kind of thing. Like she's going through, somehow she's connected to her passed away daughter's body, and she could feel what her last moments in life were like, and it was really bad. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And the mom's breaking down. Okay. She's lost it because she's lost all hope because the police department hasn't found nothing. Turned out 3 years later, they found her, and she was 18 years old. She was like missing since she was like 7.
Oh, wow.
So, or no, wait, she was 16. Maybe she was 16, but she was missing for quite a few years. But her daughter was never passed. Her daughter never passed away. And yeah, that just kind of tells you that mediums are kind of full of crap. That was one of the most. Yeah, but I looked at that. It's interesting. It's on YouTube. You can watch it. I think her name's Dolores Cannon.
I heard her name.
Yeah, she was supposed to be one of the best ones out there, but yeah, she's just a big con artist when it comes down to it. But to do what she did to that mother didn't have any hope left, and to take anything that she had left, that's just wrong. You know, I just when I seen that, I'm like, wow. So what happened is the daughter of the mother contacted Dolores Cannon and told her, "Hey, you're wrong. I'm alive."
Wow.
She actually faced her. But
wow.
Anyhow.
That's next level wild, dude.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of that stuff out there. There's that I can't think of his name's Tyler. He looks like Macaulay Culkin a little bit. He's a little on the, I don't know how to explain. He's not straight. I don't know how to say it without hurting somebody's feelings in here. I don't want to say, the homosexual psychic medium, and anyhow he's for the celebrities. Yeah, I did a lot of that reading on him too, and it's I don't know what's up with that line of work. It seems like if there is a psychic medium and it's a male, usually he's not straight. I just noticed that. Not saying they're all that way. It's like how I explain it. Interior decorator. It's just a type of job that they would probably have. I didn't see a whole lot of straight guys that were actually psychic mediums.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. It's like it's definitely so happens to be that side. I wonder why. I wonder if it's like because of how.
And I'm not want to offend anybody in your room. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just saying I just noticed that, when I started doing a deep dive in all this type of stuff, because I was always interested in like Harry Houdini, because when his mom had passed away, he was out looking for if you never seen the movie, it's a 2-part movie about Harry Houdini. I wish I could look it up right now because I'd have to get off here and then look it up and come back. It's a good movie, but when his mom had passed away, Harry Houdini was actually trying to reach his mom from the other side. That was one of his biggest goals. He's a famous magician back in the day. But he would go through and debunk all over the world, in France and in different countries and stuff, all these psychics. That's all he did. They had the seance on a round table. Maybe there's a crystal ball involved or whatever the gimmick might be. They would always have some prop person in the background that might be because they always shut the lights off, Yeah. It's always dark in the room. They're all holding each other's hands. The typical stuff back in the day, And there'd always be somebody or a crew. They're all working with more than one person. There might be a 3-person crew, and somebody's making noises behind a curtain or something. It's just, and then that's what Harry Houdini do. He'd go through all this stuff and debunk it. But there was an actual movie on this, and it was actually. I want to say TV series, but it was like a 2-part movie. It was like a mini series, I guess. But I did a lot of reading and research all these stories and stuff, because I've always been wondering about that. I would love to have aliens, land and something in real life, but we can't even get along with ourselves.
No, I agree. I agree.
It probably. I don't know if you've seen the movie The Arrival, and that's the one that Carl Sagan. He didn't get to enjoy it. He had passed away. The famous scientist and astrophysicist. He inspired that movie. I'm not talking about The Arrival with Charlie Sheen. I'm just talking about the movie Arrival. And if they would actually be aliens, chances are they wouldn't be humanoid. They'd be something else. And in that type of movie, they were more like a octopus-looking thing.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Hold on, I got a lot of comments here coming through. Hey, 78, I apologize, man. I don't know why it's not working, dude, with the phone number. Arrow says a conspiracy turns into a theory when more people try to believe it. Amanda says true. 78 just did this called. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm trying. I got a Google phone number that's public that is available. I don't know why it's not working. 7BH says, yeah, he did that with his wife, but told her the secret word to know if it's true, if it's him. Are you talking about the
Harry Houdini.
Houdini? Yeah, yeah. Tell
His
her,
mom.
tell her, love Harry Houdini. He knows a lot about him. Arrow says, who knows, man? I wish I could be a person who believes with a superstitious personal view, but I don't know what's real or what's fake. K2 is anyways moving on. We should meet with aliens, AI robots first. Scroll up where I start with my pray read through. Okay. Let me go to this thing here.
Hey, Knight, where are you reading this from? What platforms?
Nate or Knight? You like
I said
Nate?
Knight.
Oh, it sounded like you said Nate. Alright, that was 78. This I'm reading, a lot of them are coming from YouTube right now.
Oh, okay. I was just curious. I just noticed when you was reading these off, they weren't coming from this room.
No. They come either typically it's Kick, Twitch, or and YouTube are the talkers, and then I get some Facebook and let me see what else. Go
So you're not usually too much interested in any of the launches.
Any of the launches?
Well, there was a launch today.
SpaceX?
Yeah.
Yeah, Angry Astronaut was covering the live. But no, I typically watch them, but you know, like this one I haven't. This one I wasn't. There's so many launches for satellites now, man. SpaceX. It's like
Well,
seems like it's every week.
Google that once. That would blow your mind. How many satellites are up there? Seriously.
Oh yeah, it's crazy amount. It's crazy amount. It's crazy amount. 78 is like, I had a divine intervention prayer, but dreamed I used now that I heard about CERN. Explain why I've seen nothing, for I'm realizing probably when they kick it on. So you had a dream when CERN goes on? Now, my prayer, God spoke to me within my head, Q&A, with a vision. I didn't want to say anything till he said pivoting point, a provoking point, I think. Since February 14th this year, I've been researching things I saw, like an obelisk, which I didn't even know the name till asked someone. It gets deeper in research. I was looking at ancient Sumerian tablet they found, says they come from above and claim what's there. Damn, got some really wild dreams. Do you still got the email that I sent you, 78? Because if you do, just send me the phone number through the email, and I'll try to call you. See if that works. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. Like it's, you set it up, and it's working, and now it's not working. It's a bunch of BS. This stupid Google crap. You know? You still there?
What is it, a Google phone number?
Yeah, Google phone number. It's all free and all this other stuff. Yeah, I guess I know why it's free, because it doesn't work for shit.
What's it cost? Like so much per month?
No, it's free. It's free. It's zero money.
So it's a free Google phone number.
Yeah.
Oh. But it's not 800.
No, it's 727. CERN. Okay, Amanda said, have they tried to put 1 before the number? I don't know. I don't know if 78 tried to put 1 before number. I know if it's an international call, I get charged, but if that's me calling them, maybe
I don't know why it would be if it's going across the internet, right?
Right. Fucking internet. Stupid Google number. so stupid. Yeah, I don't know why. It makes no sense why I would do that. Yeah, I don't get it, dude.
I suppose that you probably went through a lot of the old other stories, huh? You went down those rabbit holes like the Zimbabwe story.
Yeah, I went through quite a bit, man. I mean, I'd like on it for a while, and it just definitely. Let's see if it's on this one, my cell phone. Yeah, they're all definitely. I mean, I believe it, dude. I believe it.
Well, the thing that pissed me off about that story about Zimbabwe with all the school children is they screwed that up. When they interviewed those kids, they should have had each individual kid interrogated. I guess the word I would say, or interviewed. It sounds better to interview each individual kid, not sit around there in a campfire type situation, and then all these kids are feeding on each other's stories. That was the whole damn that contaminates the whole investigation. That's what pissed me off.
Did they add it talking? I thought they talked to those kids individually.
No, I did a lot of reading on that stuff. There was a woman involved and a guy involved. I kind of forget their names because I was reading the hell because that was one of the excuse me. This is one of the episodes. That's not I want to say that right. I don't want to be lying to you. It's one of the stories out there that help influence Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Yeah.
So I mean, like the story with the missing fighter jet, fighter plane, stuff like that. No, that was just thrown in the movie. It makes the movie look good because that was Steven Spielberg movie. And that was just shortly after, I think. I don't know which was first. Was that first? Was that before Jaws? I kind of forget.
What was the incident? It was before Jaws.
No, I meant the Jaws, the movie. Which one came out first? I kind of forget. Was it Close Encounters of the Third Kind or Jaws came out first? I can't remember. Steven Spielberg.
Oh man, I can't remember that.
I know it was before. Oops. I know it was before E.T. for sure.
Arrow said, "I read through CERN, making many black holes dissolving because of the atoms not combining correctly." You heard about that?
We talking about the Hadron Collider?
Yeah.
No, they just smash atoms and stuff. They're trying to fill out. They turn it down, and they're working on it. I don't think it's be back in business for till 2000, possibly 2030. They're replacing a bunch of magnets and lights, and all they're doing is making more elements in the periodic table. They're smashing atoms.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of people say that there's a whole bunch. That is the only one of its kind. It's almost 17 miles in diameter. It's 16.8 miles in diameter. Yeah, I read that too. Those are a bunch of stories out there. People are passing around on Reddit, and that's the problem. When you get stuff on Reddit, it's not a fact. And then you get all these. That's exactly the definition of a conspiracy theory. CERN's not making black holes. Oh hell no. Look at you know what a black hole would do if you opened up a black hole on this planet Earth? We'd be done. That'd be worse than Adam.
Winnie
That'd be worse than Adam.
Winnie
That'd be worse than.
Damn it! Go ahead.
It's a bunch of conspiracy theories out there because that's not even what they do there. People should actually read what that machine actually does.
Yeah. People don't read anymore, dude. People don't read anymore. Illiteracy.
They got lazy.
Illiteracy is on it's so high now.
Well, not only that, there's people out there that can't read cursive. I can't believe this crap.
Oh, that's a big thing now, and a lot of people don't read cursive.
Yeah, the one guy
let me read
guy-
this. Let me read this.
Sorry, go ahead.
Winnie the Pup says technology exists. The government let's weaponize it. I wonder if he's talking about CERN.
That's not what it does. It's to just discover things. It's not the same thing that was in Los Alamos. It's not the same machine. Now that was that made the atomic boom boom.
Hey, what do you think about that scientist that came out recently talking about that they're opening up portals?
What, CERN?
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what I was talking about. I was reading that stuff on Marietta. It's a bunch of people making up stories. There's no possible way that machine would do that because it's not what it's designed to do. It's an atom smasher. It's made to fuse two atoms together and possibly make more elements on the periodic table. This goes back to the whole thing about what the hell was it? The Russians that made Moscovium, and which was element 115. Element 115, which is Bob Lazar's element, by the way, that sounds familiar, is actually produced by element 117, and after it decays, ends up being element 115, and it's unstable. And you go back. Let's go down that rabbit hole, Bob Lazar. When I'm on the subject,
yeah.
Go back to what the hell was it? It was some kind of scientific magazine. I'd have to look it up. It was on page 68. I remember that, and it was in I want to say it was July. Damn it! What the hell was it? July 1989 or something, and it was 2 months before Bob Lazar's interview. So yeah, and the periodic table is numeral order. So the whole thing with Bob Lazar saying that element 115 was anti-gravity technology that flew all these ships is all horseshit. When you start digging, when you go down that rabbit hole, and then he lied about his education at MIT. There's people that you get into a room and you'll say that he's a liar, and they'll get pissed off at you because it's like their religion. I mean, he's got a regular. It's like a cult following.
It's a cult following, most definitely. Live says, I saw some woman talking about causing something there, and that young lad was also called them out over questions of stuff. And then Arrow says, believe me or not, but wait until they increase the machine. The faster the atoms combine, the faster they collide into something. Why would they specifically build it at 17 miles? My guess is to avoid trouble. 78 says, they're trying to make black matter. Arrow says, now I'm stopping.
No, the actual idea is to improve the dartboard here so they get a better odds for a bullseye. If you've
more
ever
stronger.
seen that thing. Yeah, it's because once you get two atoms coming around in different directions. One's going clockwise, one's going counterclockwise. It's just under 17 miles. It's 16.8 miles. I forget what it is in kilometers. I think it's 26 kilometers. I kind of forget.
Yeah, they turned it off and they're replacing for more stronger lasers and magnets and all this other jazzy stuff.
It's an upgrade, and the biggest reason why it takes a lot of time because those tunnels don't have a whole hell of a lot of room in them, for one, and then two, it's a lot of tubing and a lot of stuff to take apart. So they're doing it in sections.
Yeah.
I did a lot of reading on this shit.
How long is it? Is it 17 miles? 12 miles?
No, it's 16.8 miles. I went by miles because that's what most Americans are on miles. I think it's 26 kilometers. I don't know. You can Google that. I might be off.
Yeah, that's a lot of tubing.
It's all underground. It had to be approved by the government, and now China's working on one now, but they haven't. You can look that up. but they didn't get permission from the government yet, and that might not happen. They haven't even begun to work on that yet.
Oh, I heard about that one. It's all right. So ours is CERN, CERN,
Well, it's not.
and theirs are called CERP.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember
it's not
that.
going to be near as big either. And the one that's in CERN, the Hadron Collider, that's over. What the hell is it? Britain? It's British, English. Where the hell is it at? I kind of forget.
Arrow says you're correct about how long it is.
I'm sorry.
You're correct on how long it is. Arrow said that.
I don't want to repeat myself on here and to spread any rumors or conspiracy theories. I'm here to. I don't want to. I'm the red pill kind of guy. There's blue pill and red pill. And I want to know the truth.
I hear you. I hear you.
You know, I don't want to. You know, I've been in some crazy UFO rooms and stuff like that, and all these people are in there. They're all been abducted by aliens. One guy said he was gone for a week. Well, if you were gone for a week, that would have produced a police report. I mean, come on. I mean, I get. That's like, and then this one guy said that he was actually married. His wife is a freaking lizard alien. I'm like, what's this guy on?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like, you know, she's like one of the aliens from the 1985. I think it was 85. Somebody might have to Google that one. The old miniseries V. Remember that?
Miniseries E. I'm not familiar with that.
How old are you, man?
I'm 42.
Well, I mean, I don't think that was before your time, but it was a big miniseries. I remember it was about aliens, and then they were all dressed up as humans, and it was a long miniseries. And when we went on the bus the next day after V came out, everybody talked about that miniseries. You know, it was the biggest thing back then.
Nice.
It was supposed to be about lizard aliens, you know. And they're all like an iguana type head looking thing. But, you know, the thing that didn't get along with the series is a human has a relatively flat face. And when you peel off we're talking super special effects from middle, maybe it was 83. I kind of forget now. My God. Because I remember Buck Rogers, and I can just remember Buck Rogers. And then V came out. Battlestar Galactica was playing back then. And some of those shows didn't survive.
Live said, who really knows what's going on playing with atoms and neutrons, and did they not watch Oppenheimer? 7BHV, oh my god, this best series, the reboot. Carfon says, watch every episode, laugh out loud.
Whoever said that, there's another show out there with John Cusack in it. And it talks about the atomic bombs, Big Man and Little Boy, about Los Alamos, and it was actually before Oppenheimer. John Cusack is in that movie. Watch it. It's pretty good. One of the scientists that were actually this happened in real life. This is no conspiracy theory. He got his head in that darn machine, and a bunch of radiation, an atom had gone through his head, and he slowly suffered and passed away. It was terrible. But this is making those two boom booms for Hiroshima.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. 13V says Battlestar Galactic was good. Hell yeah, it was good. Hell yeah, it was good. I love Battlestar Galactic.
What were the Chrome Robot guys? I forget what the Zion or something like that.
Yeah.
Did you know? Remember the laser was going back and forth on the helmet?
Oh yes.
Okay, this is getting weird. Guess who was also ahead of Knight Rider? Same thing.
Same deal. You're right. The car.
Yeah, same guy. The car, the laser going back.
No
and forth.
shit.
The same director. Yep. The director did both of them. The creator created both them 2 episodes, or not episodes. You know what I mean? Shows.
78 says, look up the table found about Sumerian extinction. I'm not familiar with that. Arrow, exactly. That's why I can respect my elders. Okay. 13V, Lauren Green was the captain. Yes, dude, man. I watched it with my wife. And then I think I watched the rest of it. Anyone watch Alien Nation? Hell yeah, bro. I'm an Alien Nation kind of dude, bro. With the two police and the officers, they're investigators. He's working with
I
his.
never watched that.
Oh,
so
I
much.
love that. You can't get it unless you pay for it now. You gotta pay for the
They had like
series.
they had like a cheetah head or something on them.
Yeah, little spots. Yes, he has two hearts. They were like double strong and all this other crap. That man, I love that show. I actually had to pay for it. Like they had a movie and then they have the show.
Hey, Knight, how did the heck did that even start? I don't even know. I mean, I remember I had to work a lot when I was a kid. I remembered the TV series, but how did that even start out? How did the alien species get with the humans? I didn't even know.
Okay, so literally they parked the craft. What I'm understanding is that the UFO or the craft was abandoned, and that everybody on the ship were slaves. And I don't know how they initially got to that orbit, but the ship was abandoned. Something happened with the ship, and the ship was abandoned, and they were just left there in upper atmosphere, and it took them a few days to get inside the ship and bring them down. But they were a slave race. They were a slave race of basically a sub race from another race that basically used them as slaves. That's why they were so freaking strong. They had two hearts. There were and then what I'm understanding, I remember through the series, literally, there was a hidden group that wanted to get back to the original race because they believed that they were the controllers. And I was like, okay, that's wild, dude. And
So they didn't crash on Earth. They crashed up in our upper atmosphere, and we had to go retrieve them.
yeah, crazy stuff,
Okay,
man.
okay.
It was like what's that? District 9, same segment, but minus.
I was more into movies and stuff. I did watch Star Trek and stuff like that. I didn't watch Deep Space Nine. I watched The Next Generation and then the original, that kind of stuff. It was always crazy because once you think about it, a lot of those episodes were kind of racist because there wasn't a whole lot of. Well, no, I take that back. I think that's why they had Ahura on. She was the only one that was black, wasn't she? Ahura.
God,
I think that's maybe why they had her on there.
that's a great question. I don't remember that, dude. I don't remember. There wasn't a lot of ethnic group in there, and
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Star Wars was never like realistic because there was. They did later on. They hired Samuel L. Jackson and some black actors for the later on Star Wars because I remember one of the episodes back when Johnny Carson was alive. Carl Sagan, he was a famous scientist and astrophysicist and stuff, but just as a joke, he had mentioned because Star Wars had just came out. It must have been 1978. It was the year that movie came out, and he talked about like the bar episode of the Star Wars. And they said, well, it wasn't realistic because there wasn't like no black people and no actors in there at the time. They had there's Guido and all kinds of crazy aliens, but there wasn't no black Jedi.
Oh yeah,
Or any-
yeah.
No.
And someone asked us about War of the Worlds. The War of the Worlds was pretty wild too. I think that's
Talking about Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That was. It was okay. I wish they would have got. I wish they wouldn't have done so much filming in the basement. They would have got out more in the, on the planet Earth and moved around some more. I guess it keeps the budget down on the movie when you don't have much of a set.
No worries, man. No worries. If you've seen the movie, do you remember where they were using human DNA to basically modify Earth's environment to their environment?
Were you talking about War of the Worlds or something else?
World of the War. Yeah. Tom Cruise. Yeah.
I can remember this is kind of off the beat, but not so much. My dad was actually, he passed away, damn it. But I mean, back in the day when they came on the radio and people would turn into that program on the radio, they thought it really was an invasion. Dude, People you're freaking right. the fuck out.
You're right. And then
Because he would like turn the radio on, and it was like in the middle of something, and it sounded like a guy that was a newscaster or something like that. And he's talking about all the aliens are coming through, and I mean, it was crazy.
did you know they do a re-segment of that in I believe it was Colombia, and they dragged after the public found out that it was a segment, that they drag out the producer and killed him.
Really? Were you talking in Canada?
No, Colombia.
Oh, Colombia. Sorry.
Yeah, they dragged that dude out. They were like, "How dare you!" They dragged him out the radio station. First, it was a riot around the radio station, and they broke in and dragged him out and killed him, dude.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, it was mass riots. People were freaking out. They thought it was real.
I mean, if we would really find, what the hell was it? Was it Independence Day? Or what the hell was it? When they had the actor, he had long blonde hair. He played in damn it, something Troopers. What the hell is that? Damn thing?
Starship Troopers.
Yeah, he's actually in that movie, but he was in the movie with Independence Day. He's like some religious guru looking dude. Because everyone's freaking out and getting all religious because the aliens are showing up. And then one girlfriend said to the other girlfriend, "Don't go to the top of the Empire State Building or something, because the aliens craft is going to open up that door in the bottom and fry everybody."
Yeah, I remember she was a stripper and she was telling her stripper friend,
Yeah.
"Don't go out there. I have a bad feeling." She's like, "Okay, I won't." And then she shows up there anyway. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what pissed me off though? I really had high hopes when Men in Black came out, and then Will Smith was chasing that alien that had the vertical blink. It wasn't a horizontal blink; it was a vertical blink. And I wanted it so much to be a serious movie. When it started to get goofball shit, I didn't like it. I don't like goofball movies.
8267 says the dog.
The dog.
Yeah. The Man in Black, the dog.
Oh yeah, the stupid talking dog. Yeah, that's right. I was the cockroaches. I didn't like that crazy weird shit.
Oh man, I love it, dude. I love that crazy weird shit.
I like it to be more serious. I want a movie to be more believable, like Predator. I could dig that.
I love Predator. I love Predator. I even love the game. The game was epic.
Prometheus is one of my favorite movies too, because it was talked about the engineers, possibly like a little bit idea like we were invented by the engineers. I don't know.
Hold on.
There hasn't been any good movies lately. I was let down by Ryan Gosling movie. What the hell one with the Rubik's Cube looking Rocky? What the hell was it? Project Hail Mary.
Oh yeah, I seen that Project Hail Mary with the little rock guy.
I like the Martian, but
I love that.
Like Mars Attacks. That was just weird. All the guys are
Mars Attack is not even the same
freaking goofball movie.
Yeah,
bigger than shit.
Right. 52.
And they got the ray guns and they're melting humans and shit.
Hold on, we got something here. 5221 says, "I actually met 2 aliens. Remember that? Let's see here. Oh yeah, landed in front of the yard. Telepathic, spoke to them. Asked them, 'Are you coming back?' They said yes. Talked about wild. Was gone for a while." That sounds like an interesting story. 5221.
He's on some 420. I want some.
Yeah, I definitely would like Project Hail Mary. Oh my god, most favorite movie. Hell yeah. We come back in peace, shot to kill. Yes, Mars shit, man. That was like, we come in peace, and they were just shooting people, but not even shoot. They were vaporizing people. Just vaporizing.
What year was that shit? I can barely remember that. Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then wasn't that the same actor that was in with Bruce Willis? Shit, what the hell was it? Was it Nighthawk? He's a British actor or something. I can't remember anymore. He had white hair back in the day, but it was really thick. I mean, he had white hair when he was younger.
there was a new sitcom, and they talk about a whole bunch of different topics, right? I think it's called Live and Robots on Netflix, and they made a little, basically Mars thing, but it was like little creatures, little thing, and there was a part there that the alien comes out of the craft, right? And he's like, "We come in peace," and he unrobes himself, okay? And in the scene, this thing has a huge dong, and one of the cops shoots his dong off, like he has a weapon, and they shoot his dong off, and then the other little aliens are running around. I can't remember what the episode, but it was an episode. It wasn't a movie.
Yeah. I remember. I come in peace, and the guy shoots a gun. He says, "You leave in pieces."
Space Invaders.
I come in peace. You leave in pieces. Yeah, what year was that? I only seen it once. I never ever seen it again. It was on TV. There's some movies that they go on TV once and they're like never on again. Like there was one of them that I used to watch as a kid. It would be on like maybe once a year if you were lucky. And now you don't ever see it again. Was The Last Starfighter. Remember that one?
Oh, Last Starfighter, yes. Good stuff.
Now,
it's some stuff that you just don't never forget, dude.
That was that was CGI back then, and it was a little cartoonish, but that was really ahead of its time when you think about it. I mean, that was quite the movie when it came out. And then I heard rumors. There's so many rumors out there that now I hear they're going to make a sequel, not a sequel, or a remake of that same movie. You don't know if you can believe it or not. There's so many people out there with conspiracy theories or ideas, and of course, Hollywood can't come up with any new ideas. It seems like they're always making sequels anymore.
Hey, Taff. I don't know how long Taff has responded. Sorry about that, Taff. Like I've been reading gradually. Is she there still? She's like, "Fuck you guys, not reading my comments." Sorry about that, Taff. I don't know how long you've been there.
Tabitha has arrived.
I told you I'd make it!
Sorry about that, Taff. It's like I for the ninja social media thing, I get like a whole bunch of like a beeping sound that notifies me that someone's commenting. If we see Paul walk on this earth, that's the kind of thing that's my homie. Paul! Have you seen the movie, Toll? The Paul, the cartoon Paul? The one that is like...
Don't eat the crayons. But if you're going to eat crayons, eat the blue one. They taste the best. And that's coming from a Marine.
Tabitha's coloring. Ariel over here says, if we see Paul walk on this earth, that's my homie. 7929 says hi from, what is it? From South Florida? Yeah, Floridian in the house. I'm sniffing markers. What are you doing, Dad?
This is a true story. This happened in like first grade, maybe it was second grade, when they came out with the Elmer's paste that had the stick in it. Yeah, a lot of kids were eating that shit, so the teachers had to take that shit away from us.
Jesus,
that was a thing. It was real. You pull it out, make a big blue ball out of this shit.
Oh yeah, it is Friday. Yeah, Friday, bro.
I come in peace. I forgot. I might have to look that one up. I haven't seen that in forever.
7929 says blue are the best.
Yep. You know what pisses me off though? I was so let down about Dune. So much stuff that they took out of that movie. I didn't like the of course the book, they were supposed to look like a dragonfly looking spaceship, you know. More like insects, but it makes no sense because it would rattle itself to pieces. And then they took out that what was it? That voice weapon that you would charge up with your voice. That wasn't even in the movie. That sucked.
Now let's start controversy. I prefer rubber glue, Nordics, and Nephilim. Guys are tripping, man.
Nephilim come from Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. And they like blue crayons.
You know, they're all talking about what the hell is it? Nephilim that's supposed to be the giants, aliens. If we had evidence of giants that are supposed to be like breeding, like they're they're like angels that bred with humans, okay?
Yeah.
Then we would have evidence of huge human skeletons out there. You'd find something. It's like Bigfoot. It's like Neil deGrasse Tyson saying, sooner or later, if there really was a Bigfoot, there'd have to be more than one, right? Because they got to breed. You would find some Bigfoot poop or something out there. You know what I mean? There'd be evidence somehow, some way.
Yeah, with the Bigfoot thing, it's really hard. It's subjective to find anything really concrete with it.
But that's a religion in its own, too, because I've been in some of them rooms here. Holy cow. Every time somebody sees something in their backyard, it's always a Bigfoot. It can't be a bear, of course not. I live in Alaska. It's got to be Bigfoot. I mean, holy shit. How many bears are out there probably digging in your garbage at night?
78 says doll man. Not Scotch, man. Not Bigfoot. Doll man.
The what?
Doll, like puppet man.
Oh, doll man? I never heard this one.
No, me neither.
Well, there's one out in West Virginia that was that movie with Richard Gere, Mothman.
Oh, yes. Mothman. Has anyone ever seen that? That's 7929.
I watched that movie. It was okay.
Yeah, those things are trippy, man. I've never seen Bigfoot.
Well, I mean, people don't realize the origin story of it. The Indians never talked about Bigfoot, but everybody likes to think they did. They had their own crazy shit. It was more like probably, what the hell is that movie out there? It's a bear and he's on some crazy drugs.
You heard about
what the hell that was called?
You heard about the guy that got raped by Bigfoot?
Oh, he got raped by Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Wow.
You heard about that, Tabitha? They took a lady Bigfoot, pushed him down, pulled down his pants, just went to town on him. he cream pie twice. He was like, ah!
What the hell?
Didn't he was like, that Bigfoot grabbed me, threw me to the ground, and I couldn't do anything. It was right here. Yeah, he's saying
300-pound, 7-foot female Sasquatch.
And then he said the first time he cream pied, that thing stood up. It was like, like you like that, and then it went down for seconds.
What the hell?
Yeah. And he starts saying he was repeating the story. He was like, I feel some kind of way. I can't even walk around here without a gun anymore. I'm scared it's gonna come back. I'm afraid that's gonna come back. I'm like, dude, why are you back to telling the story? I'm pretty sure you had an option just to tell him where he was. You don't have to be back there telling them.
Well, people would actually read the actual origin story. The whole reason why that was brought up was to protect logging equipment, because a bunch of these kids were vandalizing logging equipment and shit, and they couldn't get them to quit. They talked to the police department. They couldn't do nothing about it. So the guy named Ray Wallace, look it up. It's an interesting story.
Yeah, Tabitha, he was talking about the story. He was out there with his gun, talking to the reporter. I don't know if it was a reporter, but someone was interviewing him, and 78 says the Explorer 78 movie from explaining. I quit texting, sorry. I don't know about the Explorer. What was that? What was that about? Yeah, he survived, Tabitha. Try optimizing clear audio. I think it's me. I hope it's not me. Like, hello, hello? Maybe it's that. That's what's happening. Let's see where this mic is coming from. This is Red Talk. Hello?
Of course, it couldn't have been a male Bigfoot. It's got to be a female, huh?
Right, the female took him out.
There was a comedy once, I forget what it was, and it had the guy was getting raped by a male was getting raped by the big Bigfoot, the male Bigfoot. It would grab him and throw him out in the bush. I forget what the hell movie was. It was a comedy. Really screwed up movie.
Hello, hello? Yeah, I'm working. I don't know why it wasn't working. You could hear me, right? You can hear me, right? Hello? Hello? I hear you guys like it's rough, so I got that poo-tang. Fuck that. Second shit. You be saying some funny, wild stuff.
I haven't heard poontang. I haven't heard that word in 20 years.
Yeah, well, good minute. Got that poo-tang. That's right. Man, I definitely, I could, man, I'll tell you what, this is a good beer talk. Good drinking, talking Bigfoot, dude being raped by Bigfoot, all this other stuff.
Makes me wonder, does Bigfoot shave?
Right?
No, it's like a shag carpet, baby. It's like the 70s.
I wonder if I can find him. Oh, it comes up. The first thing comes up.
What's that?
Okay, guys, you guys are going to enjoy this. You guys are going to enjoy this. All right, so it came up. It came up the dude that got cream pie Bigfoot twice.
What's the date on this shit? Oh, wow. Can we get some audio?
Yeah, I'm just adjusting it right now.
Female Bigfoot forced me to do it.
Best segment ever, guys.
This guy.
I was back here looking. I thought one of my dogs was back here, and I was like, "How'd the dog get out of the yard?" I saw a bunch of, movement, and then I got back and well, maybe it's a deer. And then I was worried about my dogs because there's a lot of Bigfoot and Sasquatch in this area. I didn't have a gun with me. And so I got back here, and that's when I saw the female Sasquatch. She tore out of the bushes, knocked me down on the ground, and I thought she was going to kill me. I'm like grabbing for a gun, and then I realized I didn't bring a gun with me. I didn't have a dog with me. I was back here by myself. I was terrified. I was so terrified. It was so scary. And I wouldn't be back here right now, except I feel the need to get over my fear and what happened. And what happened was, as soon as I was knocked down on the ground, she starts ripping my clothes off me. She did. She pulled my pants off me, and I'm like, oh great, what she's gonna kill me, they're gonna find my naked body here. It's worse. It's worse. As soon as she got my pants off me, she started jerking the ween. And I'm like, whoa, that's not going to work. What are you doing? And then the next thing I know, keep in mind, this is a big Sasquatch, comparable to a big hairy Russian woman. I mean, she was big. She was 7.5, 8 feet tall and hairy. And so I'm down there on the ground. I'm completely naked. My clothes have been ripped off me. And she starts giving me a knobber. It was all just biological. I didn't have any choice.
Can
And
you
the next
imagine if
thing
like
you know,
Channel 7 did this?
Say what? Say what?
Can you imagine if like Channel 7 actually did this? Like there's a girl there and she's got the
This
microphone and she's
fucking news.
a regular interview.
I know. It's the best.
What the fuck? She gave me a knobber. Maybe he's back there with his dog and he's on a bunch of pot.
He looks scared. He looks terrified.
He's back there for 1 and 2. He wants 3 and 4 cream pie.
Right? He wants
2 more of them.
He's trying to make a family, a village.
Oh yeah.
you know,
Snap
I
into
blew
a
my
Slim
load. I
Jim.
blew my load in the Sasquatch. As soon as I did that, she got up and she ripped down. She like let out this howl and then ripped down this tree. And I thought, my God, she's gonna like take the tree and take it and smash me, right? No, it didn't end. It didn't end. And then she starts blowing me.
It didn't end.
What the hell is this guy drinking?
It didn't end, dude. It didn't end. He busted his load and thought it was over.
This would be so much better if it was like Jeff Foxworthy. He looks like Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah.
Like, take the tree and take it and smash me, right? No, it didn't end. It didn't end. And then she starts blowing me again. She starts blowing me again.
He starts going at him again, dude. Can you imagine him shivering on the floor, on the ground?
Maybe it was just his wife and she just didn't have a Snickers.
This
is a good Snickers commercial.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is.
I'm like, could you give me 5 minutes? She didn't even give me 5 minutes. She started blowing me again. The next thing you know, I bust a nut again, and then she stands
the
up
vocabulary.
and does one of these like, isn't that good? I swear to God. Then she hightails it into the woods this way. Now, I didn't know what to do at this point. I'm like, what do I do? I've been raped by a Bigfoot. Do I call the police? What do I do? I still don't know what to do. I mean, she could be pregnant with my child.
It's a
I'll tell you
Bigfoot
one
with a
thing, I don't
mustache.
go in the woods anymore unless I have a weapon with me. I'll get over this. I think I should probably talk to somebody, maybe a counselor or something. I've
Bring
never been
condoms.
raped before this. And listen, if it was a female human, yeah, let's do it. But this was like a creature. It was like a monster. It was a fucking monster. I was raped on a fucking dry creek bed. There's poison ivy all over here. I'm gonna have poison ivy probably on my ween. It sucks. It sucks, man. I felt like I couldn't get fucking clean. I got home and I started taking a bath and I just fucking feel like I can't get fucking clean. It's been a horrible experience and nobody will believe me. If I call the police, they're gonna tell me I'm fucking making it up. Fucking horrible. That's the tree that she knocked down after the first time, after I busted my load into her. She's probably pregnant with my fucking hybrid baby. That's my guess. This is poison sumac, and this is all in the dried up creek bed. It's everywhere. I'm sure I'm gonna have
God, I
poison
hate when you
sumac
get
on my
sumac ass.
scroto, on the shaft. Don't eat poison sumac. So if she was just eating poison sumac before she gave me the knobber, she'd have that shit on her fucking lips and shit. My ween's gonna be breaking out, and it ain't gonna be with the herb. You know what I'm saying? This sucks. I don't know what to do. I'll never go back down there alone without a dog or a gun. I don't like being treated like a piece of meat like that. Manhandled by some big hairy female. That was one of the worst. That was the worst. Seriously, that was the worst. I can't even believe I blew my load. It was
Raped by
difficult, but I
female
figured,
Bigfoot.
she was making an effort. I figured at some point I should too. One of the worst. That was the worst. Seriously, that was
Well,
the
you
worst.
wouldn't want to be known as a
can't
bad
even
way in the
believe I blew my
Sasquatch
load.
community.
Oh my goodness. Prime says the Bigfoot ran away after that. I bet he will say Bigfoot gang come and ask for child support. Yeah, child support. That's next, dude. That's shot next. If this man goes missing after this, Bigfoot was like, "You're gonna raise my kids too. You can't do nothing about it."
It was difficult, but I figured, you know, she was
What
she was
state
making
was this
an
supposed to be in?
Great question. I don't know what state this is.
Does it say? Raped by female Bigfoot. Nice.
No, it's this time the original one.
What year is it?
Yeah, this is a fairly new one. They copied in. Yeah, they copied it.
2026?
Yeah, this is not the original one. Yeah,
You don't really have much of a southern accent.
Yeah, he's they took him out, man. They made him give him the load. Hold on, they got some cool emojis here.
So male Bigfoot, he would have got anal probed.
It would have been done deal, bro. I don't think he would be talking. You wouldn't be walking or talking or anything. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the live. It's been a sequence of events. Very entertaining. Thank you for the hearts and the roses. I appreciate it. If you guys been here this long, you have any final statements, brother?
No, we're good.
All right, brother. If you've been here this long, you are disclosure.
What you know about rolling with the grays and the fleet? When your mind goes blank, got abducted in your sleep. When your humans talk too much, reptilians take a seat. Yeah. I feel like a hybrid in the deep end. What you know about flying in a plasma stream? When your brain gets zapped, it's the cosmic beam. When the humanoids show up, everything gets serene. I feel like an envoy in a starship dream. She say that I'm weird, damn straight. I'm like, you ain't seen the sphere. I believe in UAPs, don't believe your TV. She keep playing me close, but I'm